The MK5 Supra is finally hitting the streets, and it seems like everyone is asking us the same question they've been asking. Is this a true Supra? Before, we said that the MK4 Supra built its legacy on its modability, its durability, and its straight-up cool factor thanks to its pop culture fame. You could find MK4s breaking records on the drag strip, hot lapping on track, and winning Best of Show at car meets all over the globe. But in recent years, it seems that the MK4 Supra has evolved into something very different.
Lot number 711's a 1997 Toyota Supra Anniversary Edition.
Nowadays, MK4 Supras are valued on how stock they are, how little they've been driven or abused, and how original every inch of the car is. Supras only make the news when they've been put on the auction block after having been stored away for half a decade. They're considered valuable only when they have no exhausts, no body kits, and have never seen a racetrack. Prices have soared to unattainable levels for most, and the cars that are still reasonable are quickly snatched up by collectors and flippers who squirrel them away into hiding while they wait for values to rise. So it begs the question, if the MK4 Supra now doesn't do the things that the Supra name became famous for, is it still a Supra? Well, yeah, of course it is. But the MK4 has now evolved into a totally different type of car. A car that made real cultural impact and is now worthy of collecting. And that leaves a void where the moddable, raceable, blank canvas Supra used to be. Not to say that all modded Supras are gone, but year by year the Supras grow in value, and more of them are returned to stock and parked in warehouses, waiting for the day they can be put on eBay or bring a trailer, and that void grows ever more. But this void presents an interesting opportunity for the 5th generation Supra. If it can be as moddable, raceable, and as much of a blank canvas for owners to express themselves with as the previous generation, then surely it has a shot at owning its share of the Supra name, despite its German DNA. Moddability-wise, I think the A90 has it locked down. The car hasn't been out for even 2 months, and the bravest of tuners are already pushing the limits of the stock B58 engine. There are already downpipes, exhausts, tunes, springs, coilovers, wheels, and much more available for the platform. And there's no sign that the mod train is going to stop anytime soon. Horsepower records are being broken every week, with Adam LZ currently holding the record with nearly 700 horsepower on a Supra with only 3 mods. More adventurous tuners like Steph Papadakis have already custom-made fully forged internals for the B58, and the 4-digit horsepower mark looks ever closer as development progresses. And when it comes to racing, the A90 Supra has actually been on the scene even before it was released to the public. Daigo Saito has been drifting his HKS prepped Supra for a number of months now, and is at the forefront of drifting development for the platform. Plus, shops like Titan Motorsports have been dominating at the drag strip, with quarter-mile times deep into the 10s. And let's not forget the A90's bread and butter, the circuit. Jackie Ding took his A90 directly from the showroom into Time Attack, and is rapidly developing his A90 into a serious time attack machine. Keep in mind, this is all just scratching the surface. As the weeks go on, more and more people are getting their hands on A90 Supras and turning them into whatever their hearts desire. The Stradman has even started documenting a full Pandem widebody install on his Supra, and there's no doubt that SEMA will be full of Supras with a litany of mods that we are yet to see. And as we touched on in our previous review, the stock Supra is a fantastic road car, more than capable of ripping up back roads, handling daily commutes, and comfortable grand touring. So then, the A90 has hit the ground running when it comes to living up to the legend of the A80 Supra. With a few more years of development, the 5th gen Supra very well could become everything or more than the A80 was, and in half the time. And while some Supra purists may never accept the A90 as a true successor, the truth is that the A80 is headed in a direction that will make it financially inaccessible to the already niche market in which it resides. And that leaves the A90 to come in and take the reins to lead what the word Supra means for the generations to come.